This is your UOW update. I'm Sophie Harris. Feeling safe at university is always an important issue. We spoke to staff and students about safety on campus.
So the university is obligated to keeping our staff and our students and our visitors safe, and that's where we do that by making sure that we've got good systems in place.
I think campus is a very safe place. I think I never meet any unfriendly things before, but I think it's a little bit dark in evening, especially for girls.
It definitely can be dark, and especially walking through these sort of areas, it would be scary. I mean, if there was no security option, but I mean, I know that the security is just a phone call away.
In the information that we put out for students and the information sessions we run, we always tell students that when they're travelling at night, especially on public transport, to travel in a group, to tell someone where they're leaving from and where they're going to if they're actually travelling by themselves, to make sure they're aware of what's going on around them and not to get distracted by their mobile phone or their iPod or things like that.
Childhood obesity is a growing concern in Australia. Dr. Tony Oakley is leading the research in the prevention and treatment of unhealthy weight gain in children and adolescents. Dr. Oakley's research focuses on intervention methods that use intrinsic motivation.
It's being termed an obesogenic environment for us to overeat and for us to move not very much at all. So I think we have to look at it across a whole range of levels and intervene at each of those if we're to be effective.
The program targeting these key areas is Go for Fun. It aims to educate children and their families about avoiding obesity.
Given that childhood obesity is on the rise and we've got about 25% of our kids are above a healthy weight, and stats are showing that those rates are continuing on into adulthood. So it's a really important problem we need to address for many reasons: chronic disease, also as well as stigmatising our children and them having low self-esteem and weight issues in the future. So very important.
UOW's trendsetters have strutted their stuff on the catwalk, doing battle in the university's Fashion Week model search. Contestants showed off their love of fashion and style, however the gloves were off as they sized each other up for who was to claim the major prize.
Well, today I'm doing like a fancy ass basket, but I really don't have any limits, and like seriously, like fashion for me, it's just beyond limits, you know what I mean? Do anything possible, anything that looks good, like anything that shows my personality. Well, I'm not going to be a cocky bastard here. I can't catwalk for crap, but I don't mind showing a bit of love for fashion and all. So.
I kind of do see myself as a trendsetter, yeah. I might flaunt it a bit, you know, keeping my tactics to myself, trying to be a bit strategic. There's some good-looking lads, good-looking girls out there, so I'm pretty certain that I've got some good competition.
The boys seem more stylish. I'm really excited actually for we get our hair and makeup done, and also we get to wear someone else's clothes, so I'm really excited to do that actually.
This is the competition's third year, and organisers say it will be the biggest yet. Last year's finalist, Taylor Dent, hosted the events.
Last year I was an entrant and unfortunately got the 4th place, so I thought I'd come back and get my revenge, do the MC, make a bit of mischief. I'm embarrassed that I'm wearing this. I feel underdressed. I'm glad I did it last year because this year it's looking really good.
The judging panel raised the bar this year, searching for something different in the contestants.
Overall attitude, see how their attitude is, and obviously as well how they look, but I'm not judging anyone on the usual type of looks. I'm looking for something a bit unique and different.
Coolabong students are raising money for Live Below the Line by living on $2 a day over the next week.
There's so much inequality in the world, and I think that we're really lucky. We don't realise how lucky we are.
Nearly 30 people at the moment, which is really, really awesome. And everyone is really enthusiastic and involved. So far we've raised 1,000. So I think we can aim high, and yeah, even 5,000 is high, but you know what? Why not? I think we can do it.
I have friends who did it last year and they succeeded. I also think that for lots of people it's not a choice.
So what do they believe will be their biggest challenge?
My housemates will be tempting me, I'm sure, but I've got to stay strong and keep to the challenge.
Probably by like the 3rd or 4th day, I'll be happy never to see rice again, but it'll be worth it.
Hunger, definitely. I do like a coffee every day, but I'm going to have to live without that.
The event is to raise money for poverty-stricken Papua New Guinea. UOW student Michael Chapman is celebrating success as part of the victorious Australian mixed touch football team. Chapman was given the Coaches Award after his performance in the recent 3-match Trans-Tasman series against New Zealand.
I actually heard just after the national tournament that I'd been selected for mixed, so it was only a short preparation. Kiwis are always tough. They obviously came back at us in game 2, but we got the job done in game 3. I think we were prepared enough for it, and yeah, the results show. It's called the Blue Collar Award, those that work hard that don't usually get the accolades.
The success isn't a surprise. Chapman has touch footy in his blood.
Mum was pregnant, she was playing still, so grew up with the sport and been playing at the Australian level since about 15.
That's your UOW update. I'm Sophie Harris.